Well, we should be live, guys, here in the broadcast booth. Matt Venezia, my younger brother Nick here. Guys, we're showing you the pregame show about 15 minutes out here at John Champe for the district semifinals. Nick, we're set for a good one. Battlefield coming off a great win against the Yellow Jackets. What do we have to look forward to tonight?
You know, a lot of big man ball movement. Trevor Bounds is going to be a big part of this offense today, and if he can get hot, if Carter can get hot, and if, of course, J-Rod can get hot, then I don't think there's any way that they stop us.
Battlefield's coming off their best second half of the entire season, where they put up 48 points, most of them coming at the end of the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth quarter. Coach Bills was very happy with what he saw from, as you mentioned, as we call it, the three-headed monster in Carter Svensson, Jordan Radford, and Trevor Bounds. So there's a few different things we need to discuss before we get tonight's game underway. It's a district semifinal, a trip to the district championship on the line. Because John Champe was newly added to the district, there's now a total of 6 teams. 3 teams from the Cedar Run district will go to the regional tournament. If Battlefield wins tonight, they punch their ticket to the regional tournament. If they lose, they are not yet eliminated. They would need a win from the Patriot Pioneers tonight against the Osborne Eagles, which if I had to bet, if I was a winning man, I would think that should happen. So should that happen, if Patriot beats Osborne at their place, tonight's outcome really doesn't matter. All it would do is the seeding. So Battlefield tonight holds the number 3 seed in the district, and the John Champe Knights have the number 2, with the Pioneers about 45 minutes from here have the number 1 seed in the district. So you got that in your head as a player where you think Patriots should win. They shouldn't purposely lose because they still want to fight for that trophy on Friday. But you do know that you need to still win this game. It's going to be big for how the seeding works out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, going into this game, you need to have the mindset of just pure confidence, pure just playmaker mentality. This game will be decided by which team's stars show up, and, if the three-headed monster can get it going, like I said earlier, this is just nothing really that a defense can stop.
So this is the 3rd time this season that Battlefield is matching up against John Champe. The Knights, a very talented team. They have the Jasper twins in James and forget the other one. Wow, that's my bad. Jalen and James. And then they have, obviously, inside the big 4 spot, Tyler Savage. Now, Savage, he's a good guy. He's an all-region type player. He's been up against Trevor Bounds in the season series. Trevor's dominated that both offensively and defensively. That's going to be a big matchup to watch because Trevor's got the 3-point shot. Savage does not. All he's got is the inside paint work. So that'll be interesting to see who's dominated it. But it's been Trevor all season long. We should see that again tonight.
Yeah, I mean, against the Yellow Jackets, Trevor's pulling up from everywhere on the court, it felt like. Dropping 24. Yeah, I believe it was 24 points, and, I mean, even with the Osborne Park defense, I mean, that's a good defense, and Trevor made it look like it was nothing.
Battlefield hadn't hit a 3 the entire first half of play, and then Trevor, Jordan, and Carter came alive. Those guys got going very nicely. So we're looking at the clock here, 9:10 to go in what we have here, the warm-up time, and then we're going to get ready to go. We're super happy to have you guys in the broadcast booth with us tonight. The winner will play Osborne or Patriot. The loser is not officially yet eliminated. We'll have that all going for you. We're going to be checking Twitter tonight to make sure we know what's going on in Nokesville here 45 minutes away. But stay with us here. We're going to go to a quick break and bring it back to you here for the lineups that'll come out in a second. But you're watching Battlefielding John Champe in the district semifinal on the Battlefield Sports Network. Hang on. And we're back here in the broadcast booth, guys, getting you ready. As you see, 2.5 minutes to work here for warm-ups until we are about ready to go here at the district semifinal. Let's break down what we believe to be the starting lineups for both sides. The Jasper twins highlight what we're going to see from the guys in white, the John Champe Knights, Jalen and James. Funny story here, in the first game that we saw the Knights, it was James Jasper that went off, number 1, and then back at Battlefield in their most recent contest at Battlefield won 67-55. It was Jalen Jasper who went off, connecting on a lot of three-pointers. He was definitely a big weapon for the Knights. So controlling that backcourt, it'll be Carter Svensson and what we believe Brett Laster or Ponzi Yummel getting the assignment at the 2. It'll be their jobs to control them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And we're super excited here. But for Battlefield, we talked about Trevor Downs versus Tyler Savage is going to be the matchup, Nick. We're looking forward to seeing that all night.
Yeah, of course. Jalen and Jasper, it's going to be hard to guard them. Oh, I'm sorry. Jalen and James, my bad. It's going to be hard, but I think this defense is stronger than most. But it's I don't know. It's just, at this point, I think it comes down to coaching and elite mentality. And this team definitely contains that in every aspect of play, to be honest. This team has 3 stars that we were talking about, but this team also has a lot of role players that are going to be a big part of this game. So
you can see right now some fans kind of standing in the camera. We've made them known that we have a broadcast going on here tonight. We will make sure. Last time we were here on the buzzer beater that the Knights got the W on. We had a fan kind of in the camera, made it tough to see the call, but we will make sure that nobody is in view for you guys here right now. They are standing there, but we will have everything cleared out of the way. So we're going to let the intros kind of take themselves going right now. We'll step away, and we'll get you back for the start of the contest here at John Champe on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're ready to go here in the broadcast booth. It's going to be a lot of fun. Battlefield and John Champe. The winner gets a spot in the district championship game. The starters for Battlefield, you can see them out there right now. It's Carter Svensson at the 1, Brett Laster at the 2, Jordan Radford working the 3, Trevor Bounds, he's going to get the opening tip at the 4, and David Delacruz, the center tonight at the 5 spot for the Bobcats. Nick, we're ready for a good one. The winner's going to the district championship. They're not there. So we're just about waiting here. And here we go. We're about ready to go. The opening tip between Tyler Savage and Trevor Bounds. And the Knights are going to have the first possession. And here we go. The Jasper Twins control it first, and it's Jalen with the ball right now. Now back to James, working across the timeline over to the left wing. It's a handoff to his brother. Jalen has it now. Back to James. The dungeon across our way, filled with John Champe students cheering on their Knights, and a good amount of Battlefield fans on the near side here. Kidding it to the corner, now back to Jasper. James tries a 3. A little long, Trevor tried to get the rebound, couldn't. Jasper under the basket, puts it in, and the Knights are off and running. It's a layup for John Champe.
And a big thing about playing defense on these Twins is you just cannot get fooled. You will get fooled by their handles, and if you get fooled, then they'll simply win.
Jordan Radford now. And working it now, it goes across the midline. Radford retains it. J-Rad all the way, tries a floater off the window. Jordan Radford gets Battlefield going, and we are tied at 2. Great job by Radford to hit the floater.
Perfect execution on that floater. I mean, he just drove in and used his body to just show who he is. I mean, he's Jordan Radford. He is J-Rad.
And he stepped out of bounds, so a turnover for John Champe as we're just past the minute mark here on the stream. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. A huge contest here tonight, and we're glad you're here to witness it with us. So Carter Svensson's going to walk it up now across that big C at center court, the John Champe Knight logo. Carter Svensson looking for a play to develop on a bounce. He hits J-Rad, coming now by the free throw line. Into the corner, Trevor Bounds had 24 points last game. Kicks to the corner, Laster wants the 3 ball. He missed it. Savage tried to get the rebound, bounce under the basket, and he nearly converted on it. So Trevor's going to go to the line for 2.
Wow. What a pass there by Trevor Bounds. I mean, I know Brett didn't make that shot, but he still ended up getting the ball back, and he drew a foul, and he's going to the line. And this could be where Battlefield takes the lead.
So some free throws coming here for Mr. Bounds. We're going to get our clock situated here. The Knights just raining some loud distractions to Bounds, and he's able to hit the first one despite all the screaming. And the quarterfinal point leader for Battlefield, Trevor Bounds, is on the board there with his first point from the stripe.
Focus and confidence, and that's what's going to get this Battlefield team a W.
And there's the second one. So Trevor, in a game a week ago where Battlefield struggled at the line against Patriot, which ultimately, in my opinion, was a big reason why the team was not able to come away with a win, they're cashing in there with their first 2 attempts of the day. Jalen Jasper with Jordan Radford on him. Kicks it back to James. A screen there at the top. Jasper fakes the 3, got inside, kicks it now. Here comes a 3 on the way, and it's good. John Champe leapfrogs Battlefield. It's Same Mahouz knocking down the 3 ball.
Like I said, you just cannot get fooled by this offense. And if you get fooled, they're going to compete. They're going to play, and they just did there, and that's exactly what's going to keep happening.
So the Bobcats right now, Carter Svensson. It's the Knights just hitting Mafouz there on the 3 ball. They have the lead. Svensson pulls up just inside, rings it off the post and board, and it's rebounded by Jasper. Here they come now. Into the corner again. Savage knocks it down. Tyler Savage hits, and the lead for the Knights is doubled now. 8-4. The early lead goes to John Champe.
They're playing a man defense, but when you call a screen, it is very hard. It is very hard to get back to your man, and that's exactly why that happened. Bounce! Wow. This big man already has 5 points from the field. Battlefield 7,
So Trevor Bounds able to knock down the 3 ball right there, picking up right where he left off. Battlefield right now looking good. Trevor's already got 5. That one on the way, rebounded by David Delacruz, and the Bobcats are now looking to come away with it and maybe take the lead on the possession. A 3 ball on the way off the front part of the rim. And the Jasper brothers get the rebound again. And they'll look to start it up here on this possession. 4:36 to go. And a quick turnover. Laster's got a layup, and he puts it in. Brett gives Battlefield the lead. Brett's on the board for the first time tonight, and the Bobcats force a turnover. They look pretty good right now.
Defense, defense, defense. That is what will win them this game. Perfect defense by Brett Laster there. Not drawing the foul, not giving him the foul, and just stealing the ball and driving in for a layup.
We just saw Savage hit the three in the left corner. Mafuz already has a three ball on the day. That one nearly got away from James Jasper as Brett Laster's on him. Brett had a pretty rough game, he would say, against the Osborne Park Yellow Jackets in the quarterfinals. He bounces back right away, hitting that three ball, or excuse me, the effort for the three ball. And that one again. And it's Jalen Jasper connecting from three. The Knights in this back and forth affair have the lead again.
It's hard to expect that though. I mean, that's a deep three. That's deep. I don't think Jordan Radford expected that to be taken, but it was, and he's just.
Svensson got it for Radford. He forgot the ball, but Trevor was cutting to the front. Bounce trying to stick with his dribble. Svensson in the corner of three. A few bounces, and the putback for Trevor Bounds. The Battlefield big man is feasting right now on the rebounds. He collects there his second, and the Bobcat big man has a total of now 7 points for the Bobcats. He's looking good.
He is the leader of this team. Wow, just making amazing plays. Wow.
A long three by Jasper. That one bounces off. Radford got the rebound. He's already got 2 points today, and his first rebound on the defensive side of the boards. Bounds, nice post move, didn't get all of it, and it goes off of Tyler Savage, and Battlefield keeps possession. It's 11-11, 2:58 to go. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's broadcast. Already right now a very good amount for us here. We want to thank everybody, 33 viewers live right now. We want to thank you guys for joining us in here on the fun. As it looks like we're getting a timeout, we will take one with them as it's 11-11 here in the district semifinal on the Battlefield Sports Network.
He's coming this way now. Here he is. He's a part of the job. He's doing it for us.
You're good. Back here on the broadcast is Battlefield. J-Rad with his left hand could not lay it off the glass. Rebounded by Jalen Jasper up to James now. Excuse me, Jalen has it now. By the free throw line into the corner. Mafuz wants a contested three. It ribs out. Jordan Radford with the defensive board.
That's a good defensive play by Carter Svensson. Does not have the height advantage, but still makes a nice play.
Svensson, a little Kobe shot, and it rims out. Good effort there by the Battlefield point guard. Wes Williams got the steal. Laster a wide open two inside, and Brett's got his first set of points there. A good basket there, and Wes Williams did a great job on the rebound as he was newly subbed in. And just like that, Battlefield back in front.
So far in this first quarter, I'm seeing a lot of good shot taking, not bad shot selections coming.
A deep three by about 3 feet beyond the corner. And Jalen Jasper has asserted himself here into the broadcast. He has now a total of 6 points and his second three.
Again, I don't really know how you see that one coming, but I think this Battlefield defense is going to start playing him farther from the three.
Svensson nearly got pickpocketed, and then he threw it away as Savage got the steal. Jasper with the contact, couldn't lay it in, no foul. Good rebound by Trevor. And the Knight faithful really wanted a foul there. Trevor gets his third rebound. Carter Svensson with the Knights leading by one, 14-13. Now Jordan Radford to the wing, Laster. And they're going to call a travel on Brett. Another Battlefield turnover. More substitutions as Tristan Olds gets his name onto the broadcast for the first time tonight. And the Knights switching it up as well as getting out there for the first time today. For the Knights in white, it's Charlie Watkins. So far, so good. A lot of threes here to start the contest for both sides. Not much of a surprise when you have the Jasper twins as well as Trevor, Carter, and J-Rad helping you out in the three-point game.
Yeah, especially, this is an interesting game. I think fans watching this are already very interested, but I think this game's just going to continue on to be a great game.
Savage was thinking about the three, but now inside. He put it up, no good, was Watkins, and Wes Williams again with the board. Battlefield the other way now, coming on in front. Radford couldn't hit, and it goes off of Williams. That was a tough play, as the rebound after the swat went right off of West point blank. And it's a Battlefield turnover, 55 seconds. We're a little bit in front, that's all right. We'll start at a few seconds delayed here for the clock. But Battlefield trailing now as the Jasper Twins have already made a name for themselves here. Jalen Jasper with the pick of Savage. Got it to his brother James. Tyler Savage at the top of the key, driving in on a few bounces. Jasper fakes it on Yummel, now tries, and it's cash. Jalen Jasper gives the Knights a 3-point lead.
You just keep fooling them with the punt fake. You got to stay on him.
8 points right now for Jalen Jasper of the Knights' total of 16. Battlefield, the largest deficit they've trailed by tonight here, it's 3. Laster for Jordan Radford. On a bounce, Ponzi Yummel, who just checked in, as did Tristan Olds. Radford on the handoff. 8 seconds now. The Bobcats should be holding it for the end. They're going to call a carry on Radford, and there goes a chance to get some points before the end of the quarter. And now the Knights have an opportunity. How big of a possession is it right here for Battlefield to get a stop?
It's huge. It's huge. Going into the half, it can kill or, make your confidence. So if they get a big play here, I think going into the second quarter, they'll make more big plays.
So 5 seconds to go. Jasper turns on the accelerator. Savage has it now. Has to pull up, puts it up. A few bounces, and that is it. He's not able to connect. 16-13 after 1 as Battlefield trails by 3. A pretty good first quarter of play. Not too bad as we're here in the district semifinal. We've seen some points, we've seen some rebounds, we've seen it all. We'll step away here and take a quick breather before we bring you back for the second quarter of action as it's Battlefield 13 and John Champe 16 after 1 here on the Battlefield Sports Network. Xbox and and we're back here in the booth as we are ready. Battlefield will have the first possession of the second quarter. Carter Svensson has it right now. Nearing the three-point line, now Jordan Radford. The Bobcats trailing by 3 to start the second quarter. On a bounce, Dela Cruz. I don't know if you noticed the double team. Still stays with it. Now Carter Svensson has to get rid of it. Got it for Radford. Now J-Rad working on Savage. Got inside of him. Another carry for Jordan Radford. His second consecutive turnover. Turnovers right now seem to be the story. The Bobcats can't afford too many of those.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a carry. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if that was a carry.
So James Jasper working on Brett Laster. Hands it off to Jalen. Another deep three. That one missed just about all of it. Svensson got the rebound. Quickly up the other way on a bounce. Laster probably should have taken the shot, and they're going to get Brett for the foul.
Yeah, it's good to have selfish basketball, but sometimes you just need to take the shot. That is an example right there.
Patriot is leading 17-7 under 5 minutes to go in the first against Osborne. So fans, if you're just tuning in, if Battlefield wins tonight, they're going to the district championship against Osborne or Patriot. If they lose, they're still not eliminated yet, as a Patriot win and a loss for either team here tonight would guarantee the loser of tonight's game that we're here right now watching the third seed heading into the region. As now that John Champe is in the Cedar Run district, of the total of 6 teams, only 3 will go on to the region. The 2 teams that win the district championship, and then the loser of this game should Patriot win. That basket's good by Tyler Savage. The lead is up to 5 for John Champe.
That's good defense there, though. You know, Trevor didn't do really anything wrong. That's just a good shot. Big man, you know.
Trevor Bounds coming on in with some contact. He's going to get fouled by Savage. And already the second foul of the quarter, or of the half, excuse me, for the Knights. I mean, we really saw some disciplined basketball, just one foul per side in the first quarter. And that's what you hope to see. You don't want it to come down to free throws because those are just free points being given away by the other team.
Yeah, if they can get the ball in the paint and just put it back up, you know, that would help a lot.
Radford kicks it out. Laster's got a wide open three. Missed it on the short side, rebounded by the Knights, and here they come. A layup, missed it, and Svensson gets called for the foul. They're going to go to the line. So here comes at the line the Knights. It's Ryan Grichek, and he's not able to hit the first one as he just checked in on that possession. Tristan Olds checks in for David Dela Cruz, so the Bobcats running their small lineup as the only big man out there is Trevor Bounds, as Dela Cruz has a seat for a little bit. And Grichek will try his second from the line, and he goes over two. Trevor with a nice aggressive rebound. Total of 4 rebounds already for Bounds. Radford has a wide open lane to the rim, throws it down!
Wow!
Jordan Radford with a flush, and Battlefield gets some momentum back. They needed that.
That is a play that will get the spark going for this team. Wow.
The entire bench for Battlefield stood up. Jasper, that's Jalen, tries to get it back. He does. Jalen Jasper's third three already. He's been money right now for the Knights.
Back and forth these teams are going. Wow, this is an interesting game already.
It's a 6-point Knight lead after Radford just threw it down. Jalen had the answer. So far, a great chess battle going on here for both coaching staffs. Radford thinking about the three. Now crosses in, pulls up from 2. J-Rad thought he had it. It rimmed out. Bounds as it's loose. Who's going to get it? We'll see.
Seems to be John Champe.
So it'll be what we think your Knight ball coming up. A quick, really fast-paced action we just saw there. And with 5:33 to go, Jasper will walk it up, his team leading by 6.
I mean, even if they're playing a zone, which I think they're playing a man, they need to keep someone on Jasper and just lock him down. You cannot give him the 3-shot no matter how far away it is.
Jasper, he's already been so good. He tries again. That time he's no good. Savage got the wide open rebound. Kicks it out. Jalen thought about it. Wouldn't be surprised if James pulled up from right about now. He's coming on in though, on a bounce. A great play by Svensson to at least intercept the pass. And it'll be another inbound coming for the Knights as they lead it by 6. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's broadcast here this evening in the district semifinals. No travel being called. The Bobcats wanted it. Here comes a 3 on the way. That went off the mark as it was coming for the Knights. As it was Robert Zosh. He hit 3 against Battlefield last time in Haymarket when these two teams squared up. Yummel was open in the corner. Radford never saw him, and then he got hit. No foul being called. Jasper to Jalen. Right in front of the Battlefield bench, a 3. No good. Trevor gets the rebound. Both teams trying to get the lid off the basket right now. Trevor's already got 5 rebounds.
I mean, that's an obvious foul. That obviously hit him. You could hear that.
Trevor gets it back. Trevor Bounds connects his second triple of the day. And Trevor gets back on the score sheet. He's got 10, a Battlefield team high, nearly acquiring for 50% of the Battlefield offense to this point in the game.
Just momentum, momentum, momentum will get this team going. Already looking good.
Jalen Jasper on Ponzi Yummel coming on in. Lays it off the glass, couldn't, and rebounded again by Trevor Bounds. He's been all over the place offensively and defensively. Yummel kept it in. Svensson against the baseline with contact, and he gets fouled. A great job by Svensson to absorb the contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I really don't think Carter's going to miss these. I think he's going to do what he can to get his team back in the game. And
a night high 46 viewers right now, guys. We want to say thank you for tuning in. Obviously, you can see right above the boys Cedar Run District semifinal, there is a spectator sitting there, but that spectator is the film crew for the Knights. So Not really sure if we can ask her to move, but maybe ask her to put her hair down. That would help. So Svensson misses the first. We're all about cracking jokes here in the booth.
Yeah.
The first one misses there with 3:53 to go in the first half of play. A pretty quick, energetic start to the game, but now the offensive have kind of cooled down. Carter able to hit the second one. Svensson gets on the board there. That's, believe it or not, the first time tonight Carter's got his first point of the day as he goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. So Battlefield trailing by 2. James Jasper with his opposite number 1, Tristan Olds on him.
Good defense by Brett Lasker.
Savage. And we're going to get an offensive foul from Tyler Savage.
There we go.
And it'll be an inbound coming for Battlefield.
Yeah, towards the end of the play, I don't know if you guys saw that, but, Brett and Tristan both playing tight defense on James and Jalen. And, that's really what you have to do to shut them down. Yeah, I mean, we have fans in front of the video again. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. We are fixing that right now.
Gotta do that. Yeah, we definitely blocked off the area in front of the booth, but the spectators here, I mean, you can see across the way, there's plenty of room to sit anywhere but in front of us, but unfortunately that is just not happening. So we'll get through it, that's all right. But Battlefield trailing by 2, 3:34 to go as we just had a timeout. And it was actually, so we thought it was a turnover, it's actually the Knights who called the timeout. So right now, things looking good really for both sides, with Patriot doing well against Osborne, because if they win, both these teams are moving on to the region playoffs. One of them won't make the district championship, but still, they'll still get in. And that one hits right off the hands. A turnover there for the Knights. Charlie Watkins, has checked in twice, and he's missed both his free throws and now 2 turnovers. Not a good start for him.
Got to catch those. I mean, it's an easy one.
Carter Svensson will now take it up. A 3 on the way, and it jumps in. Bounds wanted it.
No.
And we're going to get a foul.
On Ponzi?
And it was on the Bobcats, so an inbound coming again for the Knights. 3:11 to go.
I'm already seeing a little bit of biased basketball here, but...
Again, guys, we're super happy to have everybody here, 46 live right now with us in the broadcast booth. James Jasper, he hasn't been nearly as effective as his brother. Just 2 points for James, 11 for Jalen. Jalen really thought about that one. Radford got the steal. Could be a 2-on-1 for Battlefield. Spreads out the offense. J-Run on a back pass. Carter had to corral it, and he did. Svensson all the way with more contact. Throws it up, and it hit up in the timer. So that's going to be out. But a good job of Svensson trying to draw the contact. No foul being called. Battlefield turns it over.
Another great defensive play by Brett Lasker, and then it just turns into nothing. His team really needs to just get the ball to the hoop.
In the corner, Mafuz got it for Jalen, and now James Jasper right around midcourt. Jasper on Radford.
Good defense.
Jordan staying on him. Savage lost the ball. J-Rad went in for the steal. He has it. This should remain Battlefield ball. Jasper went on top of Radford, and J-Rad had both arms around it, and it will be Battlefield ball. A great job by J-Rad to notice that it could have been a turnover, and he piled on top of it.
Showing amazing leadership, not giving up till the whistle blows, and that's just another great defensive play, but they really need to get some offense going here. Only 6 points, I believe.
So right now at the end of the first quarter, it's all Pioneers, 24-9. Things looking very good for both sides here tonight. They don't know that yet, obviously, but things looking good. A 3-ball on the way. Yummel got it. He thought about it, and then it rimmed out. Rebound comes out loose, so J-Rad comes on in, hits Ponzi. Into the corner, Laster. Nice ball movement. Svensson now comes on in. Throws to Bounds.
Guess who?
A lot of good ball movement, and Bounds can't hit. Tipped by Jordan. It goes out. Great opportunity for the Bobcats, but they come up empty.
All right, my bad.
So 1:55 to go here in the first half. Really, it was 16-13 Knights after one. They put up 5 points. Battlefield's put up 6 in this quarter. A very low second quarter and a very low scoring game overall. Not what we saw from Battlefield, though, as they got going in the second half against
Woo.
the Yellow Jackets. A steal there by Bounds. Could be a 3-on-2 for Battlefield. J-Rad Euros tries to lay it, and he gets fouled. Jordan's going back to the line.
Yeah, hopefully they can convert on these because they really, really need some offensive points. If he gets both of them, obviously that's a tie game, but if he could get both of these, that would really spark this offense, I believe. Another great defensive
Champ
play,
fans
though.
trying to get in Radford's head, and it works for that first one. He can't connect on the first one. Just trying to get any set of points you can here after their breaks. That's what you want to do. Here at the line, we'll see what Radford can do. As his second attempt will come now. And J-Rad goes 0 for 2. Can't be having that. As an opportunity there, can't connect. 21-19, the Knights lead it with under a minute and a half now to work in the first half. Into the corner, Mafuz has the 3 ball. A few bounces, no good. What a rebound there by Zosh. And he got it blocked down. A great job by Radford. Laster got the rebound, and now Carter Svensson walks it up for the Bobcats.
Another great defensive play. Can they turn this into points?
Great
Yes, they can!
Great bounce pass there, and Bounds finishes. And he now has 12, and Battlefield has tied it up here in Loudoun County. Jalen Jasper got the feed from his brother, turns on the accelerator. Mafuz wants the 3 ball. It was blocked by Bounds. The putback is good. Robert Zosh gets on the board for the first time tonight.
Not a lot you can do about that, but Trevor, again, just being everywhere on this court. Again!
Great rebound by Bounds. His putback. A few roll-arounds, and it wouldn't go. You don't see him miss that too often, but that time he was not able to connect. So the Knights now 35 to go. There is no shot clock in high school basketball. I can't imagine they hold it for that long, though. Nice feed under the basket. Tries to put it up. No foul being called. A few tips. And it remains John Champ ball. It was close. So the Knights, who lead it by 2, more substitutions for them, is checking on him. Back is Tyler Savage and Daniel Sweeney for the Knights. We usually say this at the beginning, but rocking the all-white jerseys tonight, the white lettering and numbering with the navy blue trim, it is the John Champ Knights. And in the all-black with the white lettering and numbering and the purple trim, it's your Battlefield Bobcats. So some communication going on here between the officials to make sure they have the proper spot for the inbound. Now they look ready to go. It's James Jasper standing in the seat in the H of Champ as he got the inbound now to his brother. James Jasper working on Radford. He steps inside, puts it up, and it's good with the contact. James Jasper has 4 points tonight. Quickly the other way, Ponte Yummel on a bounce for Svensson. Battlefield now under 10 to go in the half. Could be holding for the last shot. Carter Svensson watches the clock, puts it up at the horn, missed it, and that's it for the first half. So we had a little bit of a, I don't know how long we were out there, but it was just, you probably still could have heard us. I don't think it was too long. But that's it here at halftime. Battlefield trailing by 4, so you might be worried, and you obviously want to go to the district championship. Still plenty of basketball to be played, but with Patriot looking pretty good in Nokesville, both these teams look like they're going to be playing in the regional tournament. So that's good news to know. We are going to get the clock showing how much time we have till halftime ends.
Oh, he makes it! Up. Wow. Jeez. Sorry, I got a little bit hyper there.
And we will step away here and bring you back for the second half of play on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're back here in the broadcast booth. Matt Venezia and Nick coming to you guys live here at John Champe. We saw a pretty good, exciting beginning minutes, but I think the offense has both cooled down. There's some turnovers. You can see the nerves out there in the guys. Battlefield hit some threes. That was the topic coming into tonight, that they needed to do that in the first half. What's the biggest thing they got to fix here to hopefully get this win?
Well, listen here. This is a big game. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of nerves, but you got to keep competing. I know we have a lot of weapons. We know that. We have the three-headed snake, as we said earlier, and we have some great role players, but you cannot slow down. You need to keep the pace up. I mean, we missed some easy shots. We made some bad shot selections. We missed easy shots, and then we just didn't. We had so many defensive, we had so many turnovers. We had some great defensive plays, and we just couldn't convert on that end. That's why the scoreboard is looking like how it is.
So Radford missed both his free throws. Svensson missed one. So the Bobcats haven't really gotten fouled all that much. And I don't even think you can blame those three to see how it could impact the rest of the game. But again, hitting free throws. They did that earlier. Trevor has made his free throws tonight. They just haven't had that many opportunities. So it's not really something we can blame yet. Shot selection's big. Definitely agree with that. But right now, Patriot is beating Osborne. That is the big thing that we need to focus on, because should Osborne lose tonight against Patriot, both John Champe and Battlefield and Patriot are going on to the region tournament. Now the winner would play Patriot in the district championship. Patriot already has the 1 seed into the region. The winner of tonight's game would get the 2, and then should Osborne lose, the loser of tonight's game would get the 3. So kind of confusing. We'll break it down once we know what's set in stone, but we're now just about ready to send it back out to the broadcast, and we are going to be ready to go here. We'll fix everything here and bring it back to the action. Okay, it's back. Okay. And we should be back. We had some tech difficulties there, but we're ready to bring you the rest here, as it's Matt Venezia and Nick Venezia, guys. Sorry for that brief little break. I don't know how long that was, but we're back here as it's the Jasper twins working it right now. Jalen all the way in with some kind of power, and rebounded by Trevor. Trevor Bounds continues his big game, rebounding the basketball. Trevor's got 8 rebounds now. Svensson takes it across the timeline. Now J-Rad has it. Just 4 points for him back in the first half of play. Carter Svensson on Jasper with a left-hand dribble, switching between his hands. Hands it off to J-Rad. Already a minute gone here in the third quarter. Battlefield trying to get the first points of the half. J-Rad pulls up. Off the window, it's good. The bank is open for Jordan. He connects there. J-Rad, a total of now 6 points.
Looking a little like Kobe Bryant there, eh?
A good shot there by the Battlefield small forward, and the Bobcats trail now by 2. Good start here right out of the gate in the second half of play.
They just got to keep this pace going, and eventually this game will be theirs.
Jasper working on Laster, kicks it back out. Here comes an effort going all the way in on Dela Cruz. David got the rebound, and with some physicality in front, David's only got 3 rebounds here tonight, but that one none bigger there. And Brett Laster takes it across. The Bobcats looking for the tie and maybe more on this possession.
Physical play here.
J-Rad, a lot of contact, no call. Jasper turns on the accelerator. With contact, can't finish. And good job there. That's a good foul by Brett Laster. Make him earn his points.
Absolutely. You know, in this game, he has shown up on defense. He needs to show up, obviously, a little more on offense. But he's been basically a lockdown player on these 2 twins. You know, they were getting good shots earlier, but lately he's just been shutting them down.
So the first one on the way. Jasper can't hit the first one. So, hey, if both teams end up missing their free throws, then I guess it sort of cancels out, but you wish for those points to have back for both sides. That's definitely something that is noticeable. So Jasper will try again here on the second effort. And he cashes in on that one. Good job there for Jalen Jasper. He leads his team in points right now, and it's not close. He's got 12. Nothing near what we saw from Ethan Wilson in OP, where he dropped 43. A solo effort there for the Jackets. Trevor inside. Good rebound by Dela Cruz, and they're going to call a loose ball foul on Dela Cruz. You saw the the push-off there he had there. If you're thinking NFL here, can't be doing that. So turnover there for the Bobcats. So it'll be an inbound coming for John Champe. 5:36 to go here in the third quarter of play. The Jasper brothers will work it here. As it's James taking across. As we mentioned, James just 4 points for him, 12 for his brother. The two of them, or at least Jalen has, they've shown up. Jalen thought about the deep three, turns on the accelerator, the underhand roll, it's good. Jalen Jasper now has 14.
They're running away a little bit with this. We need some defense and we need some offense.
Carter Svensson, just 2 points for the Bobcats here in the quarter. Bounds, kicks it back out. Radford, nice move by him. They're going to call a travel, and Radford, that's his third turnover here, and Coach Bill's getting on him for that. Can't have that when there's a wide open lane to the basket. Battlefield turns it over. So we'll try and keep you updated as we know of the out-of-town scoreboard. Jasper with Laster on him, takes it all the way. No one for Battlefield there to make the play. And a timeout being called. James Jasper took that all the way to the rim. Not a single Battlefield Bobcat in his way. And the lead, the largest it's been on the night, 7. We're going to keep it right here on the broadcast. Obviously, you can't be having that. The Bobcats just got to work it inside. That's the one thing that can get them back in it. Definitely not his position here to start shooting the 3 ball.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, they're not giving them a lot of looks. This John Champe team's playing pretty good defense, locking them down, but obviously these stars need to start shining.
So obviously this timeout crucial for both sides. Battlefield trying to get back on track. A really, really low-scoring game now. The Bobcats had 13 at the end of the first. They have 10 points since that. The Knights haven't done much better. They had 16 at the end of the first and just 14 since then. But they're starting to get their game back right now. So it looks like we're about ready to go. It's a Battlefield inbound coming here. Carter Svensson will take it with Bounds in front of him. Both teams, the way it's looking in the out-of-town scoreboard, will compete in the region tournament. It's just a matter of what seeds they'll each respectively have. Bonsu inside, kicks it to Laster, a wide-open 3. Brett is good. Laster needed that. He hit a big 3 in the fourth quarter against the Yellow Jackets. Brett has 7 points right now, and Battlefield gets some momentum right back. They trail by 4.
Yeah, I mean, a lockdown defense, and now he's hitting his shots. That is a great combo.
Jasper hands it off to James. He has it at the top with Radford all on him. Here comes a screen from Mafuz. Oh, nice bluff by Jalen Jasper. Too quick with his first step. And Jalen Jasper has 16.
That's just a tough defensive. You can't really guard that. I mean, this dude is a star in the making.
6-point lead for the Knights. Carter Svensson trying to get some of it back here. Brett wants another one. And he can't hit. Bounds was there for the rebound, but it got tipped. He wanted a foul, none being made. Tyler Savage forgot the ball, and it's a turnover for the Knights. The Bobcats get lucky on that chance.
Now it's a 6-point game. You got to convert here. You got to start scoring.
A night high 55 viewers right now checking in for the district semifinal. We appreciate everybody tuning in here to witness what we hope will be a Battlefield W. Still plenty of basketball before we find that out. Carter Svensson with Jalen Jasper on him. Now Tristan Olds kind of was losing the basketball, and a turnover for Tristan just as he checks in. It's kind of been the theme for Mr. Olds here, just trying to find his game back. He was in the starting shooting guard position for the majority of the season. And actually, last time we were here, he hit 3 big threes for the Bobcats in what turned out to be a buzzer beater loss. So Tristan just trying to find his game here in the district semifinal. Jasper on Radford, Mafuz, and now back to him. James Jasper got the feed into the corner. Watkins intercepted by Radford, and then it got tipped at the midline, and the Knights keep possession. And we're going to call a block on Carter Svensson, a whistle coming here. And that's the third foul of the half for Battlefield, already getting into foul trouble. So 3:04 to go in the third. Back here on the broadcast, here on the Battlefield Sports Network. James Jasper skips it out wide to Jalen. Back to James. They play the two-man passing game. Now inside Savage. Watkins fakes the give. Skip a man. Back to Jasper now. Straight away at the key. Inside. Good ball movement here by the Knights. Getting Battlefield running all over the place. Jasper tries from three. He is cash. That's Jalen Jasper. Who else?
You got to keep a guy on him. I would say Jordan Radford probably has the best defense on this team, but you got to keep a guy on him.
19 for Jasper right now here in the game. Bounds inside. And they're going to call a defensive foul for a push. And the lead is 9, the largest it's been all night, so the teams have done a good job of staying in pace of each other. It'll be an inbound coming from Mr. Trevor Bounds as Battlefield trails by 9. On a bounce, nice feed for Svensson with contact, no call. Svensson got the steal though. Carter staying with it. Underneath, Bounds puts it in, count and one. Trevor Bounds got a great feed from Svensson, and Trevor gets back on track here. He's got 15, a huge basket, and now hopefully one more for Trevor.
That's just big man basketball. Stronger man wins, and he showed who he is.
A great job by Trevor. A great feed by Svensson to stay with it. And Trevor looking for the last one here. And with a bounce off the front iron, converts. Battlefield now trails by 6. The biggest possession there for Battlefield, trying to get back into it. And they do just right there. 35-29, the Knights lead it here in the third quarter. If you're just tuning in, it's a district semifinal. The winner will get a date with either Patriot or Osborne Friday night in the district championship game. Inside Savage, now Watkins. James Jasper, a long feed to Zosh. Here comes a three for Jasper again. That one's off the mark. And they won't give the rebound to Radford. It actually hit up in the stanchion and went out. So Battlefield trails by 6. They'll have a possession here looking for a little bit more. And are they going to call a tip? My goodness, they're going to call a tip. Playing it off of Bounds, a very smart play there for James Jasper. He caught Trevor Bounds napping right there. And that's a tough play to give up. 8 points for James Jasper right now. Olds, meanwhile, the other way. Contact, no foul. Battlefield really wanted a call there. And the Knights are going to come away now. 1:40 to go. Savage on Bounds all the way. He steps around him. It's good. A 10-point lead for John Champ. 7 points right now for Tyler Savage. Carter Svensson and his Bobcats trailing by 10. Tristan Olds. Radford pulls up. A shot, and it's good. A beautiful shot by Jordan Radford. And Coach Bills wants a timeout. A good one for his team. Battlefield right now with the help of Radford's total of 8 points. 2 of them coming right there. We'll step away here on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're back here in the broadcast booth. Matt Venezia and Nick Venezia bringing it to you guys here in Loudoun County at the district semifinal. So the Knights will get the inbound here. They lead by 8, and here we go. We're back here bringing you live coverage of your Battlefield boys basketball team and their push in the playoffs. James Jasper across the timeline. Feeds into the wide open corner. Zosh has a three. You cannot leave him open. He connects for the second time tonight.
This Battlefield defense is starting to crumble. We need to stick together and bounce. Oh.
Good try there for Battlefield. Jasper will settle it down. The Knights lead by 11 with 48 seconds to go. Here in quarter number 3, the Bobcats trailing by 11. Jasper out to the other Jasper. Jalen from deep. Can't hit. Mafu's got the rebound. Jalen around the Battlefield defense, guarded by Brett Laster. Mafu's for James Jasper, and now Jalen. They continue to move it quickly. Battlefield running a zone offense right now. Mafu's. Skip a man. James Jasper. Is he really thinking about shooting it from deep? Mafu's now. 14 seconds. A good job by the Knights to just hold on to it here for the final shot. Feeding it down low. It's a kick ball off of Brett Laster. With about 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, just not a lot of offense here in the quarter, except really for the Knights as they pulled away. The Bobcats have got to figure out their offense for the fourth quarter, as just about 8 points in each quarter is not going to do it. A chance that was blocked down. 5 seconds to go. A collision there down, as looks like Savage and Olds look okay. 5 seconds to go. Let's see if Battlefield can get one last possession and a score. That would be huge.
Yeah, I think you give Svensson the ball, sorry. And just see what he can do.
So they bring two guys now over to the other side. Svensson will look to get it from Brett Laster. Carter has it now. 4 seconds now, 3. Turning on the Jets. Steps it back. Throws it up at the horn. Not able to connect. The Knights, with a very good third quarter, have an 11-point lead. We'll step away and bring you the final quarter of coverage here on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're back here in the broadcast booth, ready to bring you the fourth quarter of play. 8 minutes on the clock. Fans, our coverage or our cell service isn't too great up here in the booth. As Battlefield, just a really bad turnover. Svensson swatted it down. A great job by Carter after the turnover. No foul. But if someone could type in the chat the score of the Patriot game, we don't have too great of cell service to know what's going on, but we'd love to know. And they're going to call a foul prior to Bounds being in the act of shooting. But we would just love to know what the score of that game is. We knew it was 24-9 Patriot after one. But since then, we have no idea what's going on over in Nokesville. Bounds will shoot 2 at the line. They actually are giving him the free throws, and he cannot hit on the first one. So now free throws are going to start to be a big deal. One here would be great for Trevor. And Trevor does just that. Bounds continues to have successful games in back-to-back appearances. He had 24 against the Yellow Jackets in the quarterfinals. He's got 16 right now for the Bobcats here against the Knights in the semifinals. Jasper now walks it up slowly. A lot of time to work with and a good lead too. Tyler Savage hasn't been that effective except for early on. Jasper, now Mafuz on Delacruz. Now Jalen Jasper. having a fantastic game here tonight on the biggest stage, 19 points. Tyler Savage doing his job as well. He's got 7. Now Jasper kicks it back out from Mafuz. You know, the Knights just not in any rush at all, and they don't need to be. Jasper all the way in. They're going to call a foul on Dela Cruz, counted and 1. That one hurts. Dela Cruz was set up shop. They're going to call a block, and a huge 2 points there, and maybe one more.
I mean, the defense is just choking here. Simple.
A 12-point game and potentially 13 with this free throw. And he connects. Substitutions now as it's a 13-point lead for the Knights. Total 61 viewers right now. We had 65 earlier. Let's keep the numbers going up here in support of the Bobcats. Dela Cruz pulls up from just inside. A few bounces, cannot connect. Savage got the rebound.
Not the best shot selection again. I mean, they need to find shots, and the shot creators need to get hot.
Both teams in the season series as this feed is right underneath, and the roll-in is good for Ishmael Carter, his 4th point of the day as he picks it up there. The season series has been won by the home teams, and right now it's looking that way here. Svensson into the corner, wide open 3 for J-Rad. He missed it, rebounded by Jasper. That's a big miss right there for Battlefield. 5:10 to go, they trail by 15. Tyler Savage on Trevor Bounds. Thought about the 3. Now Jalen Jasper. A good tip there off of Bounds. It remains John Champ ball. Yeah, fans, we'd love to know if you could please comment the score. We have no access to it right now here in the booth of the Patriot game. So the Knights have it right now, 5:40 to go and ticking. A wide open feed, nice ball movement. Watkins wants a 3 ball, why not? Not a bad idea to get everybody the basketball, and a good shot there. Excuse me, that was Robert Zosh, his first triple of the day. Bounds wants one, can't connect, a rebound, and the Knights taking advantage. They lead it now by 18.
These twins are cooking them. This Battlefield defense has no answer for Jalen.
The Knights taking advantage of their shots, and they're making them. Battlefield can't say the same. Into the corner, Mafuz off the mark. Yummel trying to come away with the rebound. They're going to call a foul, and it remains now to be Battlefield ball. You know, we assume Patriots going to win that game, so if that is the case, the loser of tonight's game would have a week off. And they're going to do the inbound again. But the loser would have a week off to get ready for their first region game. So you can take that as a good thing, a bad thing. We'll see. But Battlefield will need to overcome an 18-point deficit here to have a spot in the district championship game on Friday evening. The Bobcats trailing the Knights by 18. Svensson wants to have something to say about that. Before it's all said and done, here we go. Svensson hesitating. A feed for Laster got tipped on the way in, but he has it now. And he's fouled, Jalen Jasper. So that's the 5th foul of the day on the night. 7 fouls for a half, and that puts a team in the bonus. And now the Champ fans mocking the Battlefield fans. Inbound, Svensson has Laster. And a no good there as Bounds tried to put it back.
Just seems like poor effort from this offense and defense.
So the Knights have it on this possession. Yeah, we're checking Patriots Twitter right now. We're going to try and figure out what the score is here. 4:17 to go. Things looking a little bleak here right now.
18-point game. Doesn't look like Battlefield's
So it looks
gonna
like-
come back, but nothing is impossible.
Yeah, it looks like a timeout's coming here. We'll keep it on the broadcast as the Bobcats we're checking right now. If anyone could find out the score of the Patriot game, guys, we would really appreciate it. Right now it says at the half it's 24-42. It does not show who has the lead. But we can confirm it's the Osborne Eagles who are trailing 24-42 at the half against Patriots. So if that holds true for the remainder of the second half, both these teams here today that you're watching will be in the region playoff. Now for Battlefield, the way it's looking, they would have a week off in preparation for the first round of regionals. They would not have a home game for that entire region tournament, as they would hold the number 3 seed. A 2 seed could probably get a home game depending on how the bracket shapes out. But still basketball to be played. The Bobcats having a pretty rough second half here. And they'll need 18 in the final 4:18 to come back. And the lead right now is 67-42. Patriot has the lead. So things looking very good here, and we can maybe assume that both teams are going to be able to make it to the region. And again, just a missed shot for the Bobcats. Things not looking too good here on the road at Champe for this game. But both teams should still make it onto the region. So good news there. Zosh faked it. Now he tries from 3. Off the mark. Somehow got his own rebound and puts it in. It's a 20-point deficit.
Team's just giving up. There's no offense and there's no defense. There's no way that they can win with playing like this.
Trevor Bounds at the top has 16 points, half of Battlefield's offense, puts up a floater, got his own rebound, and he's fouled. So Trevor, with a little bit of hand contact there, he's now 1 rebound shy of a double-double, as he's been very good in that department when it comes to double figures for stats. Yummel, now on a bounce, Trevor. Up ahead, Laster, nice ball movement. Svensson wants the 3. He missed it on the short side. J-Rad got the rebound. Yummel had a great three-pointer in this building about a month ago. Wouldn't be a bad time for one here, as the Bobcats trail by 20.
The second half has been filled with just bad defense and bad offense.
The Bobcats will remain with it right now. And the fans getting into it now here for Champ. J-Rad coming all the way in. Nearly threw it down again. He gets fouled at the top. This puts Battlefield in the bonus, and Radford will head to the line.
If he hit that, that would have just shut that crowd up.
So some free throws coming here for the Bobcats. And Radford connects on the first one. Get the clock fixed for you. There it is. And Jordan Radford, not a crazy game for him, just 10 points so far with that free throw being added. And J-Rad misses it, rebounded by Ishmael Carter. Just a weak game offensively for the Bobcats. They just did not have their best stuff here from what it looks like. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, as there's under 3 minutes to work now. A large deficit hangs over the Bobcats' head right now. An arid pass here now. Zosh, Jasper, and they're in no rush at all. Now Savage under the basket. Carter had no one on him. And they just work it around. The fans approve. And now they do decide to foul with 2:34 to go. So obviously we wanted to see Battlefield maybe get a spot in that district championship game. Things not looking like that'll be the case, but they will be going to the region playoff. That's the ultimate thing that matters. They'll have the 3 seed, and games for that begin next week, and we'll be there for every bit of it. And especially as games go out of Prince William County, where NFHS does not have it. It'll be the YouTube stream, so that's good for playoff coverage, guys. The games will be free, so that works out for everybody. 21-point lead for the Knights here as they lead at 54 to 33. It's been all Knights. Bounds on the slam. He throws it down. Battlefield bench getting crazy, and the Knights fans reminding them of the scoreboard deficit as the Bobcats now trail again by 19. Trevor Bounds, the only consistent player so far here in the playoffs. He's got 18, and a quick timeout being burned by Battlefield. So once more, we'll keep it here on the broadcast.
Story of this game, honestly, has just been one of the 3 stars showing up, and one man cannot carry a team, especially not to a district championship. So yeah, hopefully this week off will help them, but they need to change a lot.
So Battlefield, as Trevor Bounds put it, all 3 guys got to be clicking at the same point, and that's why we saw such a great second half for the Bobcats against OP. Tonight, Trevor Bounds held his end of the bargain with a total of 18 points right now. J-Rad's somewhat agreed to that bit, but Svensson has not been on tonight. Defensively, he has, but the offensive side of his game just has not been there. And the Bobcats will have time now. They'll have a good amount of days off to figure out their game. Obviously, a performance like tonight, good thing we have film, and you can kind of learn from the mistakes that happened here this evening. On the road at John Champe, a tough place to win. The Bobcats will most definitely here fall to 0-2 when it comes to this building. And us personally, we want to get out of Champe as quickly as possible, dating back to a volleyball game and both basketball games we've seen here for the guys, and the ladies for that matter, one of them. We're now looking like we're moving to 0-4 when it comes to games like John Champe. So, hate to have that, but doesn't look like we'll be back here, at least for winter sports. Football beat them at home. So the Knights will stretch the floor now. A quick foul. And since the Knights are now in the bonus, Mafuz will head to the line. So we will come out with a highlight tape tonight. That should be the plan. Even with the loss, it's okay. We'll still go to the region, and that point being made there by Sam Mafuz, who's just been very lethal in his shooting guard position. Only 7 points for him tonight, but he's had some timely 3-pointers for his John Champe Knights. Mafuz does his part in getting him at the stripe.
This whole starting 5, between the Jasper twins, between the Mafuz, between Savage, Battlefield defense just could not stop. They just couldn't. There was nothing that they could do.
Svensson got a man to miss. Trevor Bounds looked to kick it out wide. It was tipped, and it will remain Battlefield ball here. So now you're just looking, I think, to see. I don't think it's a situation where you empty out the bench. You want to see your starters, who other than Trevor just have not been on their A game, just get some opportunities to make some baskets. So a guy like Svensson, we have him down for just 1 free throw made, and that's it. No field goals. And that's tough when it's your starting point guard. Yummel hasn't gotten anything today, and that one holds true there. This one is tipped out by Savage. And just a game where you got to flush it, empty the mind, and head on to the region tournament. Luckily for the Bobcats, that will happen after tonight. And Jalen Jasper showed up for his team. Bounds could not miss the layup, or he couldn't make the layup. And Ponzi Yummel with the foul. One thing I do notice for our student section at Battlefield games, we do have a lot of athletic directors and security personnel over by us to make sure we're not saying anything too aggressive towards the other team, but just not seeing that with John Champe tonight. They are going full holler at Battlefield right now, and I guess they do have they can do that with their lead they're enjoying, but is it the right thing to do? Radford puts it up, no good, Bounds on the putback, couldn't get the dunk, but he does get it to go, and he's in the 20-point mark. Definitely the best Bobcat by far here tonight, 20 points and 9 rebounds. looking for his double-double. 2 minutes to go. Battlefield and Patriot girls are tied right now. So in that game, if the Bobcats were to lose, since they're the 2 seed, they would need an even more bigger of an upset than the boys Patriot and Osborne game. The Osborne Park Yellow Jackets girls basketball team is a very, very good team. And they are playing, I believe, Stonewall tonight. And Stonewall ladies basketball just not there compared to Osborne Park. So Osborne Park should win that game, and if that's the case and Battlefield does lose tonight, they're going to the region tournament too. So it's got its positives and its negatives attached to it. A quick steal here. Nobody for James Jasper to play up against. He puts it in. They've reached the 60-point mark.
We're in garbage time now, so I think they're just gonna,
And Bounds gets that one to go. Trevor's got 22. And another quick foul. Battlefield trailing by 21. 1:14 to go. And the Battlefield faithful still staying here and supporting. You love to see that. And just a tough game, I guess, to watch. But this is not the end of the road for Battlefield basketball. They will be on the road at some point next week. We'll have to see who that could potentially be. Last year, the boys basketball team made it to the region semis, and we were there at South Lakes High School for another rough ending on a buzzer beater, as you saw in our playoff hype-up video. The epitome of rock bottom, if you will, and the Bobcats are looking to use that as momentum. On a few bounces, Jalen Jasper connects. He adds on to a career night. Jalen has been connecting all over the place. He's got 24 points, a game high for anybody out there. 23 points, the largest lead it's been for John Champe. And luckily for Battlefield, they'll be able to learn from this. Daryl Riddle will check in for the first time, and the crowd giving their approval to Daryl. It's a local time, 7:16, just over an hour of streaming here. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. So there will not be a boys basketball game on Friday evening, but there still could potentially be a girls basketball game, so we'll find out and let you know as soon as we know. Under the basket on a tip, Yummel tries the three. Ponzi cannot connect, swatted by Bounds. He can't connect there either. Another foul, and the Knights are heading back to the free throw line. Just a tough one to watch here. The guys just have not been able to connect like they did the other night.
Yeah, we had some hope in the first half, and there's just been no offense or defense, for that matter, in the second half of play.
So, a minute and 2 seconds to work here in Loudoun County. As here on this Wednesday evening, the Battlefield boys will fall to the John Champe Knights. With just a minute to work, let's see what the Bobcats want to try and do here. Yummel wants a three. He's short. Radford on the rebound off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Bounds, and he can't finish. That does put Bounds in the double-double, so that's something to talk about.
Back-to-back double-doubles for Trevor Bounds. He has a lot to look forward to. Great athlete. He's a leader, too. Still playing his heart out when this game's lost.
Riddle will get the inbound for Battlefield, and I think we're going to get a timeout here. Coach Bills can't be too happy with his team's performance here tonight. And, you know, with understanding, obviously, and we're not going to harp on it too much. We do know the deficit that is standing in front of us, and with 45 ticks to go. Matt Venezia and Nick Venezia bringing it to you guys here in the broadcast booth. We want to thank our crew tonight helping us out. Blake Morris helping us with the scoreboard work here. Landon Gray helping us out with the video camera movements. We have Sean McCarthy doing some sideline video. Juju Quintero and Ella Yates helping us out with pictures. Emma Thomas and Ryder Svensson helping us out here with communication down to the court. And just a really solid group. One of the largest crews we brought out here to an away game, and really in any game in general. Riddle wants the 3, and he's a little long with it. And a rebound here for the Knights. And if they have respect, which I hope they do, they would just let this thing dribble out. We've seen it from them a lot here. And is there actually a timeout? Wow.
What is this for?
Did Champ actually just call a timeout?
Wow.
So they did.
Sportsmanship.
You know, maybe they're trying to draw up some plays, and I guess when you get dominated against Battlefield last time out against them, you want to get your revenge. I guess that makes sense.
Barely beat them the first time.
Because really in the 2 matchups here at Champ, they won on a buzzer beater in a neck-and-neck game the entire way, where Ponzi Yubble hit a 3 with 10 seconds left. Battlefield took a 1-point lead, and then they hit a layup. That was Jalen Jasper. And then back to Battlefield, the Bobcats dominated that game. They hit a season-high 13 triples. So tonight in a game where they really just have not played their best, I think, against Battlefield straight up, despite splitting the season series. They definitely have left their mark here tonight, no question about it.
You know, all in all, these 2 twins have a lot to look forward to. They're great athletes, and they played their hearts out tonight. So did Bounds.
And we'll see what the Knights want to do. Their entire bench is in right now. Battlefield starters still out there. 15 seconds to go. And the John Champ Knights will host the Bobcats here and dominate at home. That's it. The Knights will beat the Bobcats 63-39. They will play Patriot in the district championship game. Patriot has clinched the #1 seed in the district heading into the region. The Knights have now clinched the 2 seed, and the Bobcats will have the 3. But that's it from us here in the broadcast booth. We're happy you guys were able to tune in with us. Not the outcome we all wanted, but there is more playoff basketball for the Bobcats come next week. So from everyone here on the crew, from Nick Venezia here helping us out on the analyst role, and myself, I'm Matt Venezia from the Battlefield Sports Network, signing off.
Thank you.